yeah, like it goes off into a lot where the original the original infrastructure is it's all about the money. So the courthouse is the only actual bank. So from there, all monies that are due to you, they don't exist. They don't exist. Only thing is what they put on it far as price. So if it doesn't have any value, like for instance, say this necklace on my neck. So if I take this from you, this is mine. It's mine. I took it. If you're not strong enough to take it back from me at that particular moment and you decide that you're going to go to court, only thing they're going to do is determine the value if you can provide evidence of that value. And then they're going to say, hey, do you do you admit that you did this infraction on said person? Because now it's corporation versus corporation standing in the courtroom. So you already a dummy at that point because you sitting here as a dead man standing in court arguing over some material items that you can't even possess technically because you're labeled, as the dead man. So at that point, only ruling that they can make is for a cash sum to be rendered. So once I agree to whatever the term that you can prove and provide to the court, at that point I walk away. I still got your jury. You see what I'm saying? I still got what's of real value, true value. And the only true value is silver and gold. So at that point, instead of them understanding what's going on, when you go to court, either you're going to be in an admittance, acceptance, and saying, hey, know what? Hey, I did that infraction. I did that. That's me. And then accept the fine because it's a fine straight off the bat. No matter what it is, it's a fine. So at this point, when you say, "No what? Hey, I'm not going to pay the fine," that's when you become a debtor, and then they say, "Hey, okay, so now you need to go over here to the right and have a seat in the box, and let's figure out what we can do to kind of get this resolved." So that's all it is, and that system goes across, and it's based on how much money is involved with each incident. So you can walk straight in the courtroom and in the courthouse and go right in the chambers and talk to the judge and say, "Hey, look, this is what I have going on with the DA," and boom, 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 and this is what we can do, and you can pay for all of those infractions to be dissolved in the private and not the public. But you got to know who you are in order to be able to claim and walk in authority to be able to stand in the courtroom and bypass all of that because you're summons. So it goes off into so many different forms to kind of help you first off identify who you are and what it is that you're dealing with. But once you understand that part of the system, you're able to actually move in a direction of of growth, really. So you're standing in it now because you know what you're doing. You're not fishing for anything. You already know. So when they approach you for anything, you already understand what it is that's going on and how to handle it. So you know that it's just about accepting responsibility. And once you do that, pay whatever the infraction is and go ahead about your travels. So once you get to that place, and everything else doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. If a person takes a vehicle, anything, all it is what is the cost? Do you admit to it? Boom, 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 agreement, bam, okay, and the money. So it's your energy that they're getting within the illusion of the money. But within this infrastructure here, it's a lot. This right here is a pretty good book. It's a pretty good book. And it's saying and it lets you know how the infrastructure of America is put together and how things are supposed to be provided and how it falls underneath these jurisdictions and stuff. So it's a pretty knowledgeable book. And it breaks down the trust. It breaks down a lot of the treaties that's going on, like the fact that we've always been in war. We've never actually went back to even settle the war. It's just like everybody just walked off the off the damn battlefield. It's weird as shit, yeah. But it's just like, and it just stopped. And at that point, Now, you got to understand beyond that. You're out of school, everybody out of school. So all that shit that they were trying to mix in that was pointless, it had a purpose, but it was so much hidden shit information within the information that you couldn't really grasp what's going on after you left high school. All that shit was out your head if you wasn't a conspiracist theory, you know what I'm saying, and or somebody that just was around people that was just actually grounded. A lot of your information kind of stop right there unless you start pursuing a certain career. Then you gain knowledge in that field. But as far as all this other stuff that you used to notice as a kid, the dollar bill, the quarter, the nickel, the dime, and all that little tricks that they used to show, where you could see this Lincoln looking the other way, and you could fold the dollars, and like all these things that you were looking at, you kind of get so far away from it, and then it circles right back around full force, and then you're looking at so much now. Now it's cryptocurrency. Now they controlling this form over here. So now once they pull everything digital, it's all an illusion anyway. So now they really control it. So now you get to a point I can shut your money off because I control it. So if I don't like your behavior in the public, I can go ahead and put a stop to your money, just shut your account straight off. Boom. And then tell you, okay, until you do whatever and comply, then we'll reactivate it. And this is the punishment that they can control, like how old boy the basketball dude, how he hit old dude and all of that. They could hit that button, lock his whole account once they make it digital, punish him that way, starve him out, you know what I'm saying, turn him into, whatever it is they want to turn him into at that point. So it's just a matter of time. But if nobody's paying attention to what's going on, and they got everybody focused on the little things that really don't matter. So now they pushing this narrative and this and this. So when you look up, better watch it. I'm telling you. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm telling you, y'all better get to it. Hey.